Look at me, son. It's not your fault.
I know.
It's not your fault.
I know.
No, you don't. It's not your fault.
I know.
It's not your fault.
All right.
It's not your fault. It's not your fault. Don't fuck with me. It's not your fault.
Don't fuck with me, all right? Don't fuck with me, Sean. Not you.
It's not your fault. It's not your fault.
It goes like this. Jack was a typical adolescent dude. He played ball with his friends and they ate fast food. He was a high school student and he rarely missed class, but his teachers would complain that he would barely get past. Said he should've kicked ass. Now they didn't say that, but he could always tell when he got his grades back that they thought that he knew, that they knew that he was smart, and that it wasn't in his head, it must have been in his heart. But he just played his part, did what he had to do, passed when he needed to, and he just slid through. He slept through advanced classes, walked through track practice, and that's about the whole of it with one asterisk. The fact is, he didn't mean harm by lack of attention, and he could always prove it wasn't lack of comprehension. Never suspended and never in detention. College, job, and wife was always his intention. Jack was upstanding, 6 foot spanning, Anglo-Saxon, and he prayed most back then. See, that was the thing, Jack believed in God, and he never found it false, and he never found it odd, till one day Jack came home from his job, found his older sister standing outside in a sob, wiping her tears with her hair, crying, "Dad doesn't care, he left out, and he's never coming back from there." And now you don't know Jack, and you don't know Jack, and you don't know anything if you don't know that. He's changing his religion just to fit his vocab, and if you don't know that, you don't know Jack. So you don't know Jack because you don't know Jack, and you don't know anything if you don't know that. And this is dedicated to the kids with no dad, and if you don't know them, fast forward 4 years, 2 months, what's the score? Jack's a little different than before the Civil War. Lives in the city, don't really come around much more, but sometimes he'll bring his mom flowers from the store. But then he's gone again, he's like a rebel on the train. It's like he's got trouble on the brain. He's been walking in the rain, thinking about the problem of pain, about how all religions are probably the same, like it's all the same message, it's just a different story. And suddenly, it's starting to sound a little bit corny. It's all tradition and therefore it's all infected. And suddenly, Jack's not feeling so dejected. In fact, Jack's feeling enlightened and invested in a cause that's righteous, to fight the vestige of ignorance to the truth, the position of the skeptics. And Jack's been smoking weed and listening to Hendrix. And speaking of head trips, he's been at the library too. Now watch very closely how the theme carries through. He's been reading about all the pain in the world, wondering how a good God could let it all unfurl. Like maybe it's all a world, maybe there's no God at all, or maybe I'm God, said Jack, and there was no fall. As for this so-called jealous and omnipotent creator, if he's there, he better be a damn good debater. Cause late night, Jack's been holding forth at local bars, equivocating between Marx and Rosa Parks. Everywhere that Jack looks, he sees deception. Everywhere there's excellence, Jack sees oppression. He starts suspecting he's the only one with reflection, and uses this to justify his own lack of direction. It's like everyone is the question, Jack is the answer. And Jack's got a theory that people are like a cancer. He's dating a dancer, that's how he romanced her. She thought that he was deep and that he would advance her personal goal to be more intellectual, which just made it easy for things to get sexual, which satisfied Jack's need to feel effectual. And he needed that like they say you need your vegetables. But she don't know Jack, and she don't know anything, cause she don't know that he's changing his religion just to fit his vocab. And if you don't know that, you don't know Jack. So you don't know Jack because you don't know Jack, and you don't know anything if you don't know that. And this is dedicated to the kids with no dad, and if you don't know them, Where the story picks up, don't matter, you know the gist. The dancer is gone and here and there's been a tryst, but nothing subsists except for Jack's clenched fists. And he's getting too old to keep blaming the rich kids. It's time to get his, but everything he starts, he up and ceases. So everything he tries to build just breaks apart in pieces. You could hardly see this if you only met him for a minute, cause he knows how to give off the impression that he's winning. And he knows how to speak, and he plays the game well. And he knows how to stand to hide the scars from where he fell. And he hardly has a tell, and he's got a perfect bluff. And he's quick off the top, and he's dope off the cuff. But long ago he lost his trust, ever since he's been a bust. So there goes the time, and here comes the rust. Cause the seconds became minutes, the minutes became days. It started as a phase, but now it's all a haze. Old age, cursive fatigue that sleep can't assuage. He tries to turn a new leaf, but he just rips the page. So he tries to reboot, like it's the past and it's done. But he crumbles every time he sees a dad and his son. To think he used to want to be a pastor to some, now he's a jack of all trades and a master of none. Selfish like a kid with a fistful of candy, and looking for his arc like he's Chris Moltisanti. Reading Dostoevsky with a pistol and a brandy, siding with Dmitri like they just don't understand me.